Life can be really overwhelming, especially as a mother. Like, we are in charge of cooking, cleaning, and all this good stuff. When it comes to the kitchen, your kitchen really needs to make sense. It seems like it's not a big deal, but it kind of is. When your kitchen is cluttered and it's hard to find things, you're not really motivated to cook or do anything in there. So it's important that we take the time to make our kitchen make sense. So in today's video, we're gonna do just that, starting with the pantry. Okay, as you can see, this is, it's not good. It's not organized. There's no rhyme or reason. There's baskets in here falling apart. It looks ugly. It looks messy. And you can just tell how fun it is to cook. It's not that fun to cook right now because it's just so, it reminds me a lot of my mind. My mind is cluttered and jumbled. This is how my mind would look if you can look into it. There's a lot of things going on. There's too much going on. Okay, we're gonna get started by emptying out everything in here and putting things back in where it makes sense. So let's do it. Dang it, I thought it would work. Not the case here. We actually have to put in the manual labor. Great. Now, I'm what my friend calls a tornado organizer. I like to pull everything out of the place I'm organizing to have a clean slate. This also forces me to complete a task. But you can be a neater organizer and just do one shelf at a time. As you grab items off the shelf, determine whether or not it needs to be tossed or kept, and then set it on a clean surface like a table or a counter. Then decide what's going to go on that shelf and look through the other shelves for those suitable items and place them on the shelf you just cleaned. While you're here, which organizer are you, tornado or neat? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'm clearly the tornado. I agree with my friend. Now that everything is cleaned out, you're gonna make sure you go ahead and wipe down, clean out, vacuum, whatever you need to do, clean the baseboards before you put anything back in. Because you want to start off with a clean slate, like you just moved in the house. So that's what we're gonna do now. So I really don't like sweeping. This is one reason why I bought this Dyson vacuum a few years ago. And when I tell you I didn't want to spend the money on this thing, but I don't regret it because it's such a helpful tool to have. I'm glad that I have it. If you don't have a Dyson, consider getting one in the future, but you don't need one for this project. I actually have this little gadget here. It's gonna do my baseboards. I'm gonna use this from baseboards as an actual brush that will help with it, but we're gonna use this one because the baseboards are so disgusting looking. It's a spin brush, so I don't have to do like a ton of elbow scrub. I don't have to use a ton of elbow grease to get it clean. This should do the work for me. We're gonna use this on these little nasty baseboards down here. And for the cleaning agent, I have the Dawn Power Wash. This is the lemon scent. I've used the apple scent one. It does a pretty good job at cleaning and degreasing things. And so I basically got this for the container, and then I'll make my own solution going forward once it runs out. Okay, let's get cleaning. You see how the spin brushes do most of the work? This thing is heavy duty. My hubby kind of shook his head at me when I told him it mysteriously showed up in an Amazon box on our porch. But man, this little gadget will forever be my cleaning cart. Well, the one I will put together. Let me know if you want to see that video. Okay, so I got this door organizer for the pantry. You can also hang it on your wall, but I don't actually recommend this one. It looked sturdy and was the right price during Black Friday. However, I don't like the quality of it. The instructions are also lackluster, but the assembly wasn't too bad. It was likely me feeling rushed by my screaming baby. You could hear her in the background. But yeah, that's why you don't see a link in the description box. And by the way, when you click on and purchase anything that I recommend on one of my videos, I truly appreciate it. I do earn some sort of reward from it, whether it's income or perks from the company. And don't worry, mamas, after assembling the rack, I did take care of my baby. Now let me just say this. You don't need a ton of fancy shelving to get started. In fact, you don't need any. Use what you have on hand, and then you can always add to your pantry organization as time goes on. Waiting until you have all the things will just have you procrastinating on a project that really needs to get started today. Hey, have we met? I'm Celeste from the blog, theroarmama.com, and I'm here to help you roar through life as a wife, mama, and homemaker. Now, I've been in these roles for over 13 years, and I've learned a lot of lessons. Made a lot of mistakes, and I'm willing to share the lessons that I've learned with you. on this channel. Now, if you find this video and the other videos of mine very helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss another video. All right, let's get back to this pantry. You know, at first I was hesitant to share this with you because it's not the typical Pinterest perfect pantry you see here on YouTube. And while those can be aesthetically pleasing and fully functional, I realize there are more moms like me who just don't have time to set up that type of organization all at once. But kudos to the moms who do. The only thing that I purchased ahead of time were the racks, and I knew that if I had to leave my house to get more containers, my pantry would not have gotten done this day. And getting it done was more important to me than having it aesthetically pleasing. So while my pantry isn't perfection, it definitely is progress. And I think as busy mamas can all appreciate that. So now I encourage you to organize something in your house, whether it's your kitchen cabinets, your pantry, your refrigerator, and then just focus on progress, not perfection. So I'm a good way through with my pantry, but life is calling my name. My little one is crying, and so I have to take a pause. And if you mamas need to take a break, it's okay to not get everything done in one swoop. So break it up into pieces, make progress, and be proud of yourself for getting it done. Because when you're doing things, when you're not really motivated to do things, it's a lot harder, but you're doing it. Keep going. All right. Crisis diverted. I'm back. Mom life, we all know how it is. Let's get back to work. I joke a lot, but it's so easy to get caught up in the I don't feel like doing this attitude and keep repeating that phrase to yourself. And then you know what? Your body believes you. The desire to not do that task grows more predominant, and the next thing you know, the entire day passes you by and your task is still left undone. Or maybe you're like me and you were excited to start and you actually started, but then the motivation left you and didn't tell you where it was going. And now you just don't feel like completing it. What do? You do it anyways. I don't have a ton of time to talk on this subject about motivation and discipline, but don't worry, because you've subscribed to this channel, you'll get notified when I do post about this topic in the future. Okay, so I did my best to group like things together. I have canned goods, storage items, breakfast items, my little taste of Italy, sweet drinks, baking items, kids snacks, sugars, some miscellaneous items on the doors, seasonings, breadcrumbs, alternative sugars, and jello making items. This is nowhere near ready for Pinterest, but I hope it gives you an idea of what you can do in your pantry. All right, well, there we have it. It's not perfect, but it makes complete sense, and it will help me find where things are and put things back where they're supposed to be or should be for now. In the future, this may change, and it's totally fine. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this video right here. Go ahead and watch that one next. It is my desire as we go through this series of just making things make sense, you get less overwhelmed. And even if the motivation never comes, you'll be disciplined to get things done. All right, I'll see you over in the next video.